Now I'd like to introduce City of Dickinson Mayor Julie Masters.
Thank you, Bob. Based on our assessment, and it's a visual assessment, there's not a lot of data yet that has come in, but the storm surge on Dickinson Bayou went from probably 10 feet to the in the tidal portion of the bayou to the non-tidal portion probably around 5 or 6 feet. So we did have some flooding. Most of that occurred in the older neighborhoods in Dickinson. The newer neighborhoods survived really, really well. So our new codes that have been in effect for the last several years, the new building codes, they're paying off in times like these. Our roadways are passable. Currently 70% of our residents are still without power, and I'm not complaining about that. Texas New Mexico has done a phenomenal job. 3 days after the event, and 30% of our people have power. We live in a heavily treed area, and the devastation to the power lines was just insurmountable, and they have done a phenomenal job clearing those lines and restoring powers as quickly as they possibly can. We're still having water and sewer issues. WCID number 1, the main plant is working, it's up and running. Gulf Coast Water Authority is providing power, but several of our lift stations were damaged in the storm, and sewer is not being taken as quickly to the treatment plant as we would like to see. We have had some incidents of sewer backing up in our residents' homes, so we are asking our citizens to continue to conserve water, reduce flushing, limit that as much as possible. The water company is also enforcing a conservation on outdoor use. It is strictly prohibited washing your car, hosing the leaves off of your driveways. If they do see that happening, they will come by and pull our residents' meter, and they will have no water at all. So water is still an issue in the city of Dickinson. I have to commend FEMA. Our point of distribution is phenomenal. They were just a few hours late in arriving, which is to be expected. But the Air Force National Guard they're just amazing. 1,300 cars went through on Monday that got ice water, and the civilian MREs. The same probably the next day. Yesterday, they did get down to a few pallets of ice, and 4 trucks showed up to replenish those supplies before they completely ran out. So they're doing a marvelous job. If any of the cities are waiting and have extremely long lines at their pods, we welcome you to come to Dickinson, get some ice and water and MREs if they're still available. The American Red Cross has also been handing out some hot meals in certain areas of Dickinson. The last I heard, they were at Amity Bank. I'm not sure if they're still at that location. Debris. This is real important. If any of my citizens are listening, and I hope you are, thank you so much for picking up your debris, stacking it on the curb. We've been down that road before, and you've done a fantastic job. We hope our contractors will be in the city by Friday, if not early next week. I do request, this is important, that you stack your green waste separately from building materials, which include furniture, if your furniture was flooded, carpets, rugs, roof shingles, lumber. That's a separate stack from your green waste. And then the third stack is appliances. So you should have 3 stacks on your curbs: green waste, white waste, which you call appliances, and building materials. So that should be started fairly soon, the next day or two. Dawn to dusk curfew remains in effect until further notice. City Hall is open, but we have no phones and no internet connections, so we're basically just taking walk-ins with questions, or if they want to pay a fine, we will surely take their money for that. WCID is open for questions only. Dickinson ISD is, I don't believe they've posted a date of their opening yet. They realize that a lot of their students and their staff have lost their homes. They are going to try to open Monday, but we're not sure about that. And I've gone on long enough. Thank you. Sorry. There's so much to say.
Mayor Masters, thanks you a lot.